What's TV with attitude? TV that can provoke, engage, entertain. Twitter, Facebook, Skype, real-time candid conversations. There's no shortage of opinions. 7 Live starts now.
Good afternoon and welcome to 7 Live. We are live at 3 o'clock. I'm Lizzie Bermudez. Brian Copeland has the day off, but you know, look who I've got in the voice box today. This good-looking crowd. Please welcome members of the Pacific Mozart Ensemble and supporters of the Davis Family Foundation. So thank you guys both for being in our voice box today. Okay, spring has sprung, and as they say, love is in the air. Or is it? Well, Facebook analyzed 2 years of relationship status changes, and according to the numbers, the social networking giant can not only pinpoint when you might find love, but also when your love is most likely to fizzle out. So here's what they found. Fridays and Saturdays are the days with the most breakups. Breakups are most likely to happen during the summer months. June has the most, followed by July, and then August. Yeah, let's go figure, right? New relationships are most likely to start in the winter. February has the most new relationships. I'm with you, Cuddle Tom. Get all cozy and warm. Yeah, with Valentine's Day being the most popular day, followed by December and January. Okay, but not surprisingly, April 1st is 5th among days with the highest relationship status changes, but those are mostly jokes because April has the highest instances of people changing their status from in a relationship back to being single. Yeah, good old April Fools for you, right? Okay, from love to money, say you're driving down the street or the highway and then all of a sudden you're hit, and I'm not lying, just like by a wave of cash. What do you do? What do you guys do? You pull over, you grab it? I'd throw down those windows so fast. I'd be like that. Tell my kid, grab the wheel, grab the wheel. Okay, well, that is exactly what drivers did on a Maryland interstate after the back of an armored car broke open, spilling wads and wads of cash all over the roadway. You guys, nearly $6,000 went flying through the air. Can you believe that? About 30 cars pulled over right away. Many drivers and passengers proceeded to get out and grab the money. People actually said that the scene looked like, quote, a snow globe of cash. Luckily, no one was injured. However, police are asking people to return the money. Of course they are. And here's the great part. No questions asked. Just return the cash. No questions asked. That, of course, leading us to our question of the day today. Would you keep the money that fell out of an armored truck? Would you keep the cash? It depends how much, right? No? Okay, let us know. I'm curious what you guys would do. Go to facebook.com/7live. You can send us a tweet at 7live online, or you can email us 7live@KGO-TV.com. I want to keep that money if I found it. Okay, let's check in now and find out what's going on in the world of culture pop for you on this Monday afternoon. I'm not too surprised. Are you guys? A record-breaking weekend at the box office for The Hunger Games. Yeah, the opening weekend pulled in $155 million. That is the third highest domestic opening of all time. So what films actually hold the record? Well, those go to the, top 2 opening weekends for Harry Potter, which pulled in 169, and then The Dark Knight, which pulled in 158 million. The Hunger Games is expected to continue to do really well at the box office because it appeals to both men, women, boys, and girls, unlike Twilight, which was heavily focused for girls. Okay, most weekend reviews were really positive. Here's what the stars are saying about the Hunger Games on Twitter. Miley Cyrus tweeted out, "Happy Hunger Games, everyone. Can't wait for everyone to see it. Such an amazing film. Jennifer Lawrence is genius." Okay, but she spelled genius incorrectly, you guys. Did you see that? She spelled it in. Maybe it was a typo. I've done that before. But don't misspell genius. Ryan Seacrest tweeted out, "Romance for the ladies, bloodshed for the fellas. After a century of filmmaking, The Hunger Games has finally mastered the ultimate date movie." And then Joel McHale tweeted out, "Breaking entertainment news, Jennifer Lawrence crushed to death by avalanche of scripts offered her this morning." She was actually fabulous in the film. Okay, lots going on in the world of pop culture over the weekend, so I got a chance to sit down with entertainment reporter and contributor to PureWow.com, Amy Palmer, to dish about who's leaving the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, if Miley Cyrus is really engaged, and how Tim Tebow is taking New York single ladies by storm. Okay, first thing out of the gate, I gotta ask you, I know we both watched the Real Housewives on Bravo. This week we're hearing that Camille Grammer not coming back to the show for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yes, and I don't think that this is a surprise for anybody who has watched the last season of the show. She was so downplayed this season. It was like, where did Camille go? I personally believe it was because of her divorce proceedings with Kelsey Grammer. She was really trying to play low key. And now there are some reports out there that Bravo actually just wanted her to come back as a guest star. And she was so offended that she quit the show. So that's the latest that I'm hearing. You know, right now they're playing nice with all these press releases, but I don't think it's been such a nice thing in terms of negotiations between Bravo and Camille.
Ah, trying to save somebody's ego was bruised, is what it sounds like.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Okay, the thing that we've been talking about for weeks, and then of course it happened over weekend, the opening of the Hunger Games. I mean, everyone is talking about it in Hollywood. What do you see as far as the future of the cast? I mean, Jennifer Lawrence, hello.
Hello, Lizzie. You saw the movie. I saw the movie. I thought it was fantastic. I thought that the way that they interpreted the books was genius. I think that it appeals to such a broad audience. And here's the deal with the cast. They have learned from the lessons of the Twilight cast. You know, Jennifer Lawrence has said that she doesn't want to be the next Kristen Stewart. She doesn't want to live like that. We'll see if that happens. You know, every time Kristen Stewart goes outside, she's mobbed, and Robert Pattinson. But Jennifer Lawrence is a kind of a different kind of a movie star. She's really into her craft. She's not into the whole trying to be a waif type of thing. She wants to be accepted for who she is. And I have to say, she's a great role model for Hollywood in terms of women. I'm very, very proud of her. I'm so excited for her success. But I see huge, huge stardom for her. Absolutely.
Yeah, going to be pretty exciting to see where they go from here. One of the things that I also heard over the weekend that Liam Hemsworth possibly engaged to Miley Cyrus. Of course, he played the very, very good-looking Gale in the Hunger Games.
I mean, he's so good looking, super hot. It's no secret that he's dating Miley Cyrus. And there are rumors after Miley tweeted a photo of her hand after a manicure with a gigantic rock on her engagement figure. However, rumors now have been put to rest. She's saying this is not true. We're in a very happy place, but she's so young. They're not ready to get married, but they are very hot and heavy in Hollywood. Definitely a hot and heavy Hollywood couple for sure.
They're also very, very young, and I think his career is about ready to really take off. Do you think there's much longevity in their relationship? Because I'm giving them, 6 more months max.
Well, here's the deal. They've been together for years, and he's really stood by Miley, especially when she was kind of going through that big partying phase of her life. I think he's really solid. I think he's one of those rare Hollywood gems on the male side who has decent values and is a good person. So while they're really young, and yes, he's going to have to go sow his oats, I don't think we're going to be seeing him clubbing with Lindsay Lohan and the likes like that. He seems pretty grounded to me.
All right, Amy, dying to hear the latest on Mr. Tim Tebow, who's now in New York City. I'd imagine that fans are going a little crazy.
Fans and publicists and event coordinators are going absolutely nuts for Tim Tebow. Everybody wants Tim at their event, but here's the deal. He's not going to go clubbing in New York. He's not going to be hitting every red carpet. He's going to be really particular about where he's going to be spotted. And I think that's really smart. Tim Tebow is not the average athlete. He's not going to be partying like some of the other athletes I know here in New York City. But I have to tell you, it's definitely hit a fevered pitch here, and lots of ladies are on the lookout for him. I can guarantee you that there are going to be a lot of women who are prowling around for poor Tim Tebow.
I can only imagine. Ah, the ladies are going to be prowling. Tim, come to me, Tim. All right, coming up next on 7 Live, it's a nonprofit that teaches homeless people how to break into vacant apartments and then set up residence. We're going to discuss what's called homesteading, plus We Mangia with Chef Nancy Silverton, who'll demonstrate for us some authentic Italian cooking. Stay with us. And then a woman walks into an Apple store. No, really, she walked into an Apple store. Find out the action that she's now taking. We'll be right back.
Got an opinion? Share it. Send us a tweet or write on our wall. Visit 7 Live on Twitter and Facebook now.